So you want to sell your home fast. I mean, who doesn't? If you're going to put it up for sale, put it up to get it sold. That doesn't mean giving it away. That just means getting it sold fast, which actually will put more money in your pocket in the long run. A home is most valuable the first day it hits the market, as opposed to the home that sits 90 days, 180 days, because then the time on market just erodes value month after month, week after week, day after day. So there are actually three, and you really only need three simple steps to get the home sold fast and for top dollar. Again, this is not about giving it away. Number one is pricing. All right, no surprise here. These are simple steps. 68.2% of homes sell within the meaty part of a bell curve. Imagine a bell curve, meaty part of it. All right, that's 7 out of 10 homes are selling in that average zone. And your outlier zones on the higher side and the lower side, that means there's 15% about on either side. Why not price to win in the meaty part of it? Now, we hear on the news, real estate is this national trend, but you know what? Real estate is not a national thing. Real estate is an incredibly micro economic factor within counties, within metro areas. There are smaller markets playing out where activity may be more in one area as opposed to a different one, and prices are higher over here than they're over there within your own place where you live. So I personally, I'm biased, but I say hire an experienced professional to help you diagnose and research what the proper market value of your house is. And the good news is, even in these strange, like higher interest rate times, your home can still be bid up in price if it is priced correctly. Again, not given away, but priced right. Price it to win. That's number one. Number two, staging. Pricing gets him in the house. Staging keeps them there. All right. Buyers are going to look anywhere from 8 to 12 homes, sometimes less, sometimes more, and sometimes a whole lot more. All right. So the staging keeps them in there. Be the shiny penny. Win the competition against the other homes that are out in the market. Make it seem like, hey, this is the house that we have to have. Then I'm going to say there's three components to staging. You can do all of these. You can do none of these. This is your choice. This is your sale. First, though, is depersonalizing. All right. If this is a home that's an investment property, make sure the tenant stuff is cleaned up. If it's an inherited property, have an estate sale to get rid of the stuff. Even on an investment property, making it clean and depersonalized goes a very long way in getting you more money for whatever price strata, whatever condition your house is in. And then, so that's depersonalized. Number two, I kind of mentioned already, is cleaning. And number three is updating. If you want to get top dollar for your house on the sale, you might have to change the carpet in the living room because that's just not what's trending anymore. We call that getting the house HGTV ready. So certain things you're going to make money on those updates if it's in your budget. I never recommend for people to go into financial hardship to update the home. As long as you have equity, okay, just realize you're not going to get as much from the sale. And if you don't want to deal with the house at all and it's full of stuff and there's mold and there's rat poop in there, there's a buyer, my friends, for every single house. Just recognize it's going to have to be priced down here as opposed to up there. That's all. There's a buyer for every house. So use staging. Doesn't not rocket science. Use common sense. All right. Clean, depersonalize, and update it if you can make that happen. Number three, this one you may not be thinking of, but it's called bulletproofing the transaction. As the markets have shifted, before buyers might have been like, hey, we'll take it, no appraisal, no inspection, yada, yada, yada. Not so much anymore. And now if you've gone through, let's say you've even had a bidding war, how qualified is that buyer? Is it a cash sale? Did they provide a proof of funds letter? Did it have did it have their name with the dollar amount, or was it just a dollar amount? These are little things that if you have an experienced professional, they can help you with. If you're for sale by owner, be aware. There's still plenty of liars and scammers and people who are not qualified. And look, if it's a finance sale, there's a lot of bad lenders out there. There's a lot of bad agents as well. I'll say that up front. So make sure that even if you're for sale by owner and you get a finance sale, call the lender on the pre-approval letter. They're not going to be able to tell you details on their financial situation, but they can give you some hints. They can give you some info as to how much of the approval process have they gone through. Have they turned in their documents, right? So things like that are important that help you make an informed decision as to you really want to deal with this buyer. So that part of bulletproofing is the financing or the money in order, the cash. Number 2, is your home ready for inspection? There's going to be a home inspection usually. There's good inspectors and bad inspectors. There's inspectors that will make a mountain out of a molehill and make the buyer feel like there's $30,000 worth of repairs when there's not. So if you can remove the objection, if you can get the water out of the AC pan, if you can seal the stucco and close the cracks and clean things up for the home inspector, you're going to have a better, more seamless, stress-free transaction. Third part of bulletproofing section is the appraisal. There's most likely there'll be an appraisal. If you're hiring a professional, look, have your agent say, hey, are you going to give them comparables to support our value? And then prepare a list of all the improvements that you've done. Make sure that your agent or you as the owner give that to the appraiser. You're allowed to be there during the appraisal process. This is everything we've done, new drapes, new dishwasher, whatever it is you can do to play the violin and tell the story as to why your house should be that level, that price. Make that happen. And that's going to give you, again, a more stress-free transaction. So I hope this has helped. If you're interested, you can totally opt in. You can send us an email, reply to the link down below. We have an ebook that helps out with home inspections. It's a free gift for you. Feel free to check it out. Again, just email below. Let us know how you like the video. Thumbs up, thumbs down. That just helps us make better content for you and speak to the general consumers out there. And if we can help you out in any way, let us know. Thank you so much for tuning in. Bye-bye.